Hey, good morning and happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to today's coffee break with WZ. What I wanted to bring to the coffee break today and this week is talking about muscle memory. And the thing about muscle memory that I think we can all focus on is being able to do something without much visceral, almost that cognitive reaction to certain things. And thinking about muscle memory, what comes to mind when I think muscle memory or hear that phrase comes athletes. And if you think about the muscle memory that athletes have, like a professional golfer, I don't know if any of you ever had the luxury of looking at the club face of a professional golfer's iron. The marks where the ball hit is going to be less than the size of a dime. It is small, it is simple. Why? Because of the muscle memory. Imagine looking at Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, as they played the match over the weekend, the face of their club. That muscle memory puts them in a position where the swing is fluid, it's constant. Think about Steph Curry and shooting up threes, his muscle memory and how he can make so many threes and maybe the best shooter in NBA history, sort of thing. Even the quarterback with that quick twitch, they feel pressure, the muscle memory gets that ball out, brings it up, gets it out very quickly. We can translate that same sort of skill set that makes those athletes become the best at their game. We can translate those same sort of skill sets in the world of interviewing. And here's what I mean. There's plenty of opportunities for us to create muscle memory. Recently, over the last week or two, during our coffee breaks, Dave, for instance, last week was talking about contact tracing and interviews and asking better questions around contact tracing. Tony recently talked about notes. Wayne has talked about asking questions recently. Brett, the rationalizations. Juan yesterday talked about establishing credibility. These are things that are essential to helping us have a productive, successful, truthful conversation with our subject. But how do we create muscle memory? It's all about practice, and it's all about consistency and repetition. And here are some opportunities for you to create some muscle memory. I am someone who listens to podcasts all the time. I don't know, 2 months ago, I talked about podcasts, the ones that I like to listen to, but I find myself listening to podcasts thinking, boy, that was a silly question, or damn, that was a great question, or listening to the answers. These are opportunities to practice. How would I ask that question? How would I reframe that question? What's a better way to approach that? Asking more open-ended, like Dave talked about the other day with contact tracing. But thinking about asking questions, evaluating behavior, listening to the responses, understanding how you might fragment a story, where you might come up with good follow-up questions. There are plenty of opportunities for us to practice, whether it's watching TV, listening to programs on the radio, listening to podcast, watching videos on YouTube, things of that nature. I'm one that has always said there's a great way to practice by queuing up videos on YouTube and watching people be interviewed, et cetera. And it gives us that chance to practice. What is a good question? What am I hearing? Where's my follow-up question going to be? The other thing is, and right now for many of you, if you're still working it from home and you have a little bit of downtime every once in a while, think about writing out scripts, reading those scripts aloud, right? Videotaping yourself, audio taping yourself, and then going back and listening as you think about maybe practicing an introductory statement, practicing those rationalizations. Why? Because we need to plan properly. We need to practice, and repetition becomes very, very important to us. And there's many of our opportunities for you to do that. So think about creating muscle memory as an interviewer and find those opportunities. There's plenty of opportunities to do that. I hope you guys have a great Friday and a fantastic weekend coming off the short work week because of Memorial Day. And once again, as everyone has already said, thanks so much to those who have given their lives to our country and the freedoms and rights that we have. Of course, a couple awful things happening up in Minnesota this week, but keep your heads up, keep going forward. And again, practice, repetition, and thinking about watching The Last Dance with Michael Jordan over the last several weeks. Remember those times when he closed his eyes and shot a free throw. Why? Muscle memory. next time you get into an interview, if you're practiced enough, you have that muscle memory down, you might be able to close your eyes and walk through that interview with asking some good questions, being able to come up with rationalizations on the fly, having a good plan because of your repetition. Appreciate you guys. Good morning. Good to see you out there. Once again, have a fantastic Friday. Rest of the week. Can't wait to see you guys next week. Once again, most importantly, take care of yourselves. Look after your family. Keep washing those hands and practice that social distancing. And we'll hopefully see you in person sometime in the very near future. You guys have a great rest of the day, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.